Hey everyone! I just wanted to do a little quick Oreo stream, just because he's still playing around with this cardboard box. I don't know what he's trying to smell, I really don't. Hello! Part of me is wondering if he's smelling the Sharpie even though it's long dried. How's everyone doing today? Yeah, I don't know. It's strange. It's very strange. He is clean. Well, yesterday I checked his butt and it looked fine. I had to trim his butt fur. What is going on? You tell me. I have no idea. He's just sitting on a cardboard, doing what he does, doing what Oreo does. Yeah, it turned out fine actually. I actually removed that stream. I don't know if you were one of the 700 people or so, 600, 700 people who watched the stream, but Lewis got a bunch of phone calls from people, so I thought, okay, I better remove the stream, and some people were agitated. Some people were agitated. I feel as if sometimes when I post things, people are quick to, if they see something, they're like, okay, I'm gonna, let my thoughts be known. I get it, but it's just that it's one of those things where I should have figured that people would possibly do that. Yeah, it actually came perfectly. The that handyman was um, incredibly nice, and he came on time. He came when I expected him to arrive, and he did a really great job. Is it still vertical right now? I hope it's not vertical. I don't know why my last recording showed up vertical because I recorded it horizontally. Oh goodness. Or do you have to do this on stream, seriously? I don't know why he does this on stream, you guys. I have no idea why he decides to groom his butt when he's on stream. Okay. Yeah, yeah, it came perfectly fine. I was they did a really fantastic job. If you guys didn't catch what happened yesterday, I called some handymen over. I called. I asked a few handymen for quotes, and I know it was such last minute because Lewis wanted to get the AC from the old store. It was really tough to put in. I don't exactly know how it was installed because I wasn't there, but I know that Paul and Steve installed it, and they were struggling. And so when he told me yesterday morning, I guess we're just going to have to leave the AC there, I thought to myself, no, I'm going to figure out a solution. And you remember how we had movers? How I got movers last minute? I thought to myself, okay, who is not a mover but can probably remove it and at least put in an Uber? And my thought was a handyman. So I went on Yelp and got a few price quotes from handyman. Yeah, so on Yelp, if you contact the handyman, you can have this little thing that says um, request quotes from uh, businesses nearby or something along those lines. And I did. The person that I originally contacted, they told me that for them to remove it, they can remove it and transport. It would be $140, but I would have to help them. And if I didn't want to help them because it was kind of heavy, then they would have to bring an assistant, and that would be an additional $60. Because of Yelp's feature, another person contacted me and told me they would do it for a flat rate of $100, and that was what was recorded on stream. You know, that person removed the AC, and instead of hello there, instead of transporting it, we just loaded it into an Uber XL. There's always ways around moving, I found, to be creative instead of asking for a moving truck. As you guys might be familiar with it, asking movers to move things is $120 an hour. That seems to be around the going rate. I didn't want to go with a Craigslist guy because there was a few people who do moving for cheaper rates, like $80, but I've also heard about moving scams where they take your possessions and they refuse to give it to you unless you pay a little more. I didn't want to put Lewis in that position where he's waiting for the thing and then they tell him, hey, yeah, we're gonna want more money. And maybe it's me just being paranoid, but being in New York, I feel like it's not too far-fetched, especially when I was looking at moving scams, and some of these articles that I was reading, and they were from in New York. So people were talking about moving scams, and they were saying, yeah, this one woman, she lived in, let's say, Brooklyn, and she called some movers off Craigslist, and they took her stuff, and either they asked for more money, or they just disappear. You've probably seen a few of those articles, or a few of those news stories where people have their items removed and they're planning to have it dropped off to a new location, and the movers just disappear into thin air. And it's scary because some of these things that completely go missing is jewelry and heirlooms and just things that are very hard to replace. I don't know if it could be written as a business expense. I wasn't Lewis paid them, it wasn't me. Yeah, I have his number. So I went with the $100 flat rate guy, and I have his number in the future. So if we need any handyman work, then it can be done. Yeah. And I think what I've learned from the whole Eugene situation is go with people that have done good work recently, ideally, that you don't know, and stick with them. If you go with someone that is completely unfamiliar and you don't know how customers' recent work is, you're putting yourself in a not so great position. Yeah, but when you have like a mover, they pay by hour. That's the thing. The movers is not by job, it's by hour. So I didn't see the sense of getting a huge moving truck just for an AC. That's why I thought, let's just get a handy van, have them remove it, and stick it on an Uber XL. The Uber XL is only like $15. I think part of the reasons why it's so cheap is because it's not that much in demand right now. Not too many people are taking Ubers. And even the Ubers that I see, it is they put like a clear plastic between the driver's seat and the passenger seat. So you can't, there's like a physical barrier of some plastic sheeting. So I was really happy with how it turned out, and went to the new store, put the stuff away because I brought some stuff over, and yeah, it seems like everything went smoothly. I feel very confident about the new store, and it having everything that 186 forgot, in a sense. I brought the modem boxes. Some people recommended it. I brought the modem boxes with me. I brought the cable box as well. That was in the basement. And I brought a traffic cone because someone said, oh, that would be good to have. And I also brought a cane. No, actually. So I was gonna do another. Um, I was gonna do a video about the washing machine. So when you turn on the machine, it starts down at 69 minutes. When it goes down to 69 minutes and you need to have the water on, 67, that's when you shut off the water. 52 minutes is when the water drains into the tub. So ideally, you want to be at the washing machine at 52 minutes. 47 minutes, you need to turn on the water. 46 minutes, turn off the water. And then 37 minutes, you turn off the machine. So that's how long it takes me to do the laundry. It's about what? 32 minutes? Yeah, 32 minutes. Yeah. I wanted to make it updated because I noticed some people have been asking me questions about the washing machine. And it makes sense because if you look at the Amazon reviews for that specific model, they don't really tell you much. Like people ask me, oh, how come you don't have, why don't you do it in warm water or hot water? Are you able to? And the instructions on there say if you do the quick connect, the manufacturer recommends that you only use cold water. For me, I do 99% of my loads in cold water only. So my intention was always going to be just use cold water. Yeah, I wish that we had a permanent setup. That would be great. As you can see, it's like this. It's like this, see? So it's blocking the bathroom. Does it leak if left on? You know, it doesn't leak, but the problem is like they don't tell you when to shut off on and off the water. So ideally, I would imagine when you turn on the machine, you keep the cold water faucet on throughout the whole cycle. But I turned it off at specific times because I'm not too familiar with the plumbing, and the plumbing in this building is kind of not so great. So I don't want to have put strain on the plumbing, even if it sounds really, really paranoid for me. I rather shut off the water when it's not in use. So if they're not using the water from 67 minutes to 47 minutes, which is 20 minutes, then I'm just going to keep the water off and then turn it on manually at 47. I stay close by the washing machine because I don't want there to be any problems. Like if it starts flooding or for whatever reason, I want to be nearby. I had one problem with this machine, and that's because the J hook was manually removed off. So between 57, so I shut off the water at 67 minutes, right? At 57 minutes, and I didn't write it here, the machine goes completely silent. So it just kind of soaks. It just soaks in the clothes just soak in the machine, and it doesn't move at all until 52 minutes. So within that 5 minutes, if you think the machine is off, if someone walks into the bathroom and they think the machine is off and remove the J hook, at 52 minutes, that's when chaos will break loose, because if the J hook is removed, then it'll start flooding. So that's why I wanted to make an update video, because I know there are going to be people. I know there are going to be people who think, hey, I'm going to the bathroom, I don't hear anything, let me remove the J hook, because of that 5 minute pause, and that would just be terrible. Yeah. So I wanted to make this as a really simple guide for anybody who has a specific machine. I think it's useful. I only do the cold water setting, but I'm gonna have to make a separate video on this, because the people who are probably looking for the specific model are not watching this stream. Oreo, what are you doing in the closet? Get out of the closet. So yeah, that's the reason why I made this. I've done about 20 washing loads of laundry so far, so I feel like I have a pretty good grasp of how the cycle works, at least for the one that I use. I haven't let it go all the way down, because from my understanding in the instructions, it seems that after I turn off the water for the next 46 minutes, it's just going to be spinning, and it's a complete waste of energy. There's no reason why a washing machine should be spinning that long. Yeah, this is really a godsend. I feel so fortunate to have it. I've said that many, many, many times. But during this time where people are trying to stay indoors as much as possible and limit their close exposure to others, it's really important to just be able to do your own laundry. It really is. Yeah, so I just spin it for about 9 minutes. Usually I do between 39 and 37, but 37 is usually the mark that I leave for jeans. So after 37 minutes, it's pretty much it's not wet. It's I mean, if you shake it, water isn't going to be dripping out at all. So that's why I just stop it at 37. And spinning those kind of spinning drivers, and they don't use dryers. Yeah, so I don't use a dryer. This is a portable washer, so it doesn't have a dryer. All it does is spin dry the clothes. It doesn't have the heated dryer function. So I just air dry it. Yeah, you guys are fortunate to have your own washer dryer. In Hawaii, we had our own washer dryer. I always air dry the clothes because it's so much more convenient to just air dry it. And it's better on the clothes too because when you use a dryer, if you look at the lint trap, there's so much lint on there and that's actually your cotton clothes, right? Getting thinner and thinner and thinner. So I rather air dry and preserve the the length of the clothes or the longevity of the clothes. So if you use cold water and air dry, it should be pretty damn gentle on the clothes. Yeah, I adore that handyman. I mean, it's just great. So I got his card and I'm going to definitely use him in the future. If anybody, I was thinking about sharing it, but after yesterday's video, I thought to myself, I don't want to dox the guy at all. I don't want to put him in a position where, it might not be a very good position. That's why I didn't share his business or anything. It's not because I think he did a bad job, but it's simply because there's always going to be certain people out there who just, they might not be as positive towards him as most of you are. No, I'm washing and so let me grab the manual. Hold up. Where is my thing? Oreo? Oreo. Okay. Here we go. Oh, okay, Oreo. I forgot this is your stream. Okay, Oreo, I'm gonna show a better view of you, okay? Reading. Hello. Okay, so for this one, if you read the instructions here, it says that over here, this cycle normal equal on large load and cold water temperature has a much longer spin time, 44 minutes than any other cycle, which removes more water from your clothes than other cycles, providing you with the energy savings when drying your clothes in the dryer. What? What do you mean drying my clothes? Why would I be wanting to spin it for 44 minutes and then put it in a traditional dryer? Like that doesn't make sense to me. That really doesn't. Because even in a traditional washing machine like the one I had in Hawaii, I think our spin cycle was about 5 minutes. That was it. And that was like a 1986 washing machine. I mean, 44 minutes for a spin cycle is just crazy. It's ludicrous. And then what? You spin it for 44 minutes, and then you assume it's bone dry, and then they say, "Oh, put it in your dryer." Like, doesn't make sense. It saves lots of electricity. Okay, okay, but I mean, 44 minutes. This thing's gonna be bone dry. Maybe it's just because we have two drying racks in here that I don't feel the need to put it in a dryer. If I didn't have a drying rack, then yeah, I would be forced to use a dryer, but we do have a drying rack. I think a lot of people they would either just use a drying rack or line dry it. Yeah. How quiet is high spin? You know what? Next time I do a load of laundry, because I did the sheets today, I'll let you guys listen in on it. You guys can go through the whole cycle. It's not that loud at all. It's not that loud. I can hear it. I can hear it from the other side of the apartment, but yeah, it's not that loud. To me. I really like this washing machine though. And then there was this other person who where is it? Let me figure this out. There was a person who asked me, "Oh, can you put the warm water in here?" And this was the actual part. So I have some little additions that I want to put for my updated washing machine video. So it says when it's connected to a single, come on, faucet that can dispense both hot and cold water can run through the cold water line. However, it is recommended to only run cold water washers when the adapter is connected to such a faucet. So you can do warm water, but they recommend to only run cold. And you see that caps over there? Yeah. I have no idea what the RPM is. I don't even know where I would find that, to be honest with you. I have no idea. I want to just say it's fast. It's fast. Yeah, there's no RPM listed on here. But this is the washing machine that I have, the BPW M16W. There's not too many reviews on it, but I really, really like it. I was thinking about buying the Panda brand one instead, but I thought, well, if I wanted to get it covered under warranty, I'd rather send it to Black & Decker than have to deal with some Panda. I don't even know where service center for this little Panda brand washing machine was. But I really did want to get this Panda branded one. There was good reviews on that. And it's a bigger one. I think this one only holds, I want to say 7 pounds of laundry. I think 7 pounds is a stretch. I mean, it's not nearly as much as I would expect. It does about 4 pairs of adult men jeans in there, and that's it. At one load. Ah! I put the discharge hose out the window. No way. Ooh, yeah, I heard Miele. I think that's how you say it. I heard that washing machine or that dryer is really good. People were recommending it, but they didn't make a portable setup, so that's why I have this. That works fine. I feel like if we ever move out of here, I am definitely 1000% bringing this washing machine with me and having it hooked up as a permanent. Am I finally done with the old store? I think so. I really think so. I gutted it as much as I could. The only thing I forgot, the only thing I didn't bring was like the 5 conduit poles, you know, the metal pipes that you might have seen. But that's about it. Everything else came to the old store, or we have it around. Even the walking stick. I brought the walking stick home because the cat's bat toys underneath the couch, and I'm kind of tired of having to lift the couch. So I figure having that little walking cane, I just bat it off. Or like if it goes underneath the bed, I have to physically move the bed, which is a pain. So I just having like a walking stick and just like bat it to to the other side. It's so much easier. Yes, I am gonna bring the portable, even if the new place, even if we moved out and it has a washer dryer, because in the event that one breaks, I can do my portable in the meantime. I really, really like having a washing machine. I'm so happy that I purchased it. I was thinking about buying these like plastic rinkety dinkety ones. You might have seen it on Amazon. It's like a portable washer, but they have two areas. So like the left side will be the washer and the right side will be the dryer. And you physically have to take the clothes out from the washer and put it into the spin dry section. And it's like super cheap plastic stuff that you're doing only like one towel or one pair of jeans at a time because it's so small. I would go crazy if I had to do that. And you have to manually load in the water as well. So I can't imagine manually putting the rinse water in because it doesn't come out from a faucet, right? So I'd have to pour it in. It's just no, no. That would make laundry about 5 hours just to finish like a week's, because it'd just be like yeah, all that stuff. Each individual piece. No, 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 no. Let's see. Yeah, the vacuums are good too. Right now, what vacuum do we have? We have a really cheapy one. We have a Eureka. I like it because it feels like it's only like six ounces. It's like 10 ounces. It's super light. I can carry it with one finger. It's actually lighter than the Oric. I have an Oric in Hawaii. An old Oric, by the way. You know what? Okay, so David, this is the beauty about the portable washer. If you can see, I have a dolly on it. So I can actually move this. See this? And then I can also lock it in place. See it? So I lock it because when I turn it off from spin cycle, that way it doesn't shift. It doesn't spin when I do spin cycle, but it's when I turn it off, the washer kind of jerks a little. I keep this behind the couch. When you see Lewis do his live stream or his video recordings, you normally see the washing machine right behind the brown couch. So you could put it right behind the couch. I like to put it directly across from where I keep this. Yeah, it doesn't heat the water. It comes directly from the faucet. This is just a portable setup. So I just turn on the faucet and then the faucet fills, runs cold water through it, just like when you wash your hands, right? And it takes the water from the faucet and puts it into the machine. Oh, well, I'm happy that I don't have to bring it over to the laundromat. I know this sounds really lazy of me, but the minimum poundage that they wanted for the laundry was 8 pounds. And I didn't want to go underneath it, right? So I would pack more sheets than I normally would. So I'd do like about 3 weeks of sheets in there just to try and make 8 pounds because I was kind of estimating it. And then they decided to put a surcharge if I give them like two bags of laundry, right? And I have like sheets over here and I have regular clothes. Even if I separate it, the fact that they would have to do 2 loads, they would charge us an extra $2. And maybe I'm just being really cheap. I don't know. Probably am. But I thought if I'm separating it for you guys, then and you just have to do 2 different washing machines, then it would make sense to just not charge me the $2. But because I thought like I would be doing the labor for them, right? Separating the sheets from the regular clothes. However, because they have to use 2 separate machines and just putting everything into one big machine, that's the reason why they charge more. I had to buy the dolly. So if you look at the washing machine video, if you look at my videos and you see like that portable washer, I actually have the link to everything in the description. And I really like this dolly. This is gonna sound kind of stupid, but you know, it is a learning experience. Everything is a learning experience. The way this dolly is set up is you see it has two wheels. Okay, you can't see the other one here. Wait, where's the... Okay, so these two wheels move, right? But, and this is the two locking wheels. If you buy this dolly, I'm just letting you guys know, make sure you have the two movable locking wheels in the front. The two back wheels are stationary. So you want them facing this way, you know, like an eye. You want them facing this way in the back. And this one, the movable ones in the front of the machine. The reason being is that if you do not listen, if you do not set it up this way, the machine will kind of move crazily because there's a, basically you're guiding it from the front because the the back ones are straight. So there's actually a negative Amazon review where someone said they screwed it up together and the wheels were all wonky. And I'm assuming that they might have put this in the back and the other wheels may be sideways like this or front. Oh, I do know people with hot point washer dryers. I can't say anything bad about it because it seems like it works for them. I know someone who I think had a hot point refrigerator, I believe. I put it together, so it came separately. So like the sticks, you just kind of detach it. It's like you basically pop it in. Everything's super simple to do. They even give you like the screwdriver and the screws to put it in. You could assemble this in like 15 minutes. I think a 6-year-old could assemble this, to be honest with you. Yeah, the reason why I like putting the locks in the front because that way I can, you know, just look at the front and just lock it like this. Versus, I don't know, I'd have to go through the back and lock it, or it's just much easier for me to just lock it in the front. Oh, sorry, Oreo. I spooked him. Yeah, in Hawaii, we don't, a lot of people have their own washer dryers in their apartment, so they don't need to get a portable washer. I mean, that's kind of like a given, or if not, you just bring it downstairs, and some apartment units have washer dryers, communal ones, but I don't really see that. A lot of places just have their own setup in the apartment. In walkable distance, I'd say the nearest laundromat to where I lived in Hawaii was 10 minutes away, 10-minute walk for laundry. That's not very far. I mean, that's pretty far. And when I think about people bringing laundry to the laundromat in Hawaii, I would say it's people who A, don't have a washer dryer for whatever reason, which is really strange. B, their washer broke, or C, they have these huge clunky blankets or comforters that they can't wash at home, and that's why they bring it to a laundromat. No, laundromats is not a weird idea, Tim Tam. Just imagine if you didn't have your washer at home, right? Where would you do your laundry? You'd probably have to do it in the tub. And if you do your laundry in the tub, you're gonna soak water all over the place unless you're really good at hand wringing or you have a spin dryer. Like a just like a spin dryer. So it's you put the clothes inside and its only function is to spin the clothes dry. Oh my goodness. We have 3 duvet covers. So the comforter that we have, I put duvet cover on them. We rotate through 3 duvet covers simply for this cat. Yep. He's had I had to change out the laundry yesterday cuz he had an accident on the sheets, on the duvet. So I mean, it's just like a little stain, so I had to take out the duvet cover and then replace it with a new one. I know, Oreo. Whenever someone has a little stain on the sheets, I know it's this guy. Don't worry, Oreo. I'm not shaming you. I know. I cut his butt fur yesterday night, so hopefully it minimizes it. I think maybe his butt fur is a little long. Uh, Here's the thing, John. I'm 99% sure it's Oreo because it happens in between Lewis and I. And the only cat who sleeps between us is Oreo. So if you figure only one cat is sleeping on my pillow most of the time and only one cat is sleeping between us, then where there's smoke, there's fire. I don't know how long it's gonna be. Who knows? David, don't let that deter you. Anderson Cooper, yeah, I saw his video about how he clipped his hair. You know what? Wear it with pride. Wear it with pride because the way I see it is if you make a mistake, you can say I tried, I failed, but you know what? I'll try again. Just got to have that can-do attitude. I mean, I cut my own hair. People can probably tell I cut my own hair. And I figure if I screw up, I'll own it. You know, just say I'm not a hairstylist. I tried and it's, I'm happy that I tried. I want to cut Lewis's hair. We have clippers here. But I feel like I have to study more and I've been kind of slacking on that. I don't feel too comfortable with clipping his hair right now. Yes, if anybody wants to try cutting their hair right now, I would highly recommend it because when people say, "Hey, they've been giving themselves these quarantine haircuts and they mess up," no one says, "Haha, that looks so stupid. Why don't you go to a hairstylist?" Because everybody knows a lot of hair salons aren't open. I know, Oreo. I know. So this is the perfect time to get out of your comfort zone and do something that you've never done before, and maybe you'll get better at. Well, actually, you know what, I know you'll get better at it because it's kind of like tying your shoe, right? When you were younger, you don't do very well at tying your shoe, and then you keep practicing and practicing and practicing, and then eventually you get it. All hairstylists, they aren't born hairstylists. They got to go through hours and months. I think it was like over 100 hours for sure, of just cutting hair and just learning things. It's all a process. People who play the piano, people who do ballet, you don't learn it overnight. You just work at it, and that's how hair is. That's how hair is. It's not complicated to learn, in my opinion. You just gotta just keep working at it, and once you get a hairstyle down, like if you only wear one hairstyle, it's gonna be pretty simple after that. No, I don't want to. I don't want to. I don't want to do that. All I do is just cut my hair directly across. So there's two ways of doing it. I can use a little guide and just cut across. It's simple. Or just make a ponytail and basically cut across. Like a 6-year-old could cut my hair. If someone can use the scissors, they can cut my hair. It's not that big of a deal. And I don't even get like if someone botched my hair's cut, I don't mind. I remember I went to a student hair salon, and the people there are, of course, learning how to cut hair, so they make mistakes. This one student cut my hair a little short in the back, so the layers were kind of uneven, and it looked like I had a hole in the back of my head, like on the layers, because it was uneven. And I had that for about 6 months, and I didn't let it bother me at all. I was like, it's just hair. I don't care. there's more important things in the world than dealing with my hair. So yeah, that's one of the things that I think is the silver lining behind this quarantine thing. If you do something that you normally pay a professional to do, and you screw up, no one's gonna care. No one's gonna care, especially now. And I also think though, let's say you cut your own hair and you do a botch job, right? You try your best, but you do a botch job. Only an immature person, in my opinion, would say, haha, your hair. Oreo, what are you doing in the closet? Get out of the closet. Oreo, get out of the closet. Oreo, what are you doing in there? I think he wants to make that his man cave. Um, yeah, only an immature person would say something like, "Oh, your hair looks so stupid. You shouldn't have even tried." I mean, you don't grow from not trying anything. You grow from putting yourself out there and doing things that um, are outside of your comfort zone. And I think that's how we get ahead. Even when it comes to like cooking or just doing something that we've never done before. Yeah, this is why Oreo used to stay in the closet, because Lewis would get walk out of the closet and he would leave the door open and he wouldn't realize Oreo snuck inside and Oreo would get trapped in. Yep. Oreo. Oreo, come here. Hello. So if anyone cuts their hair, I do hope that you keep me updated about it. If you cut it, or if you decide to cut it, know that there'll be people cheering you on. I will cheer you on for sure. And who knows, maybe you'll get really good at it that you don't have to go to a hairstylist anymore. I know it's terrible for me to say it this way. If and I'm keenly aware that there will be hairstylists who are thinking like, no, we want people to go to a hair salon and support hairstylists. But if you're a low maintenance person like I am, I'm a very low maintenance person. I don't want to go to a hairstylist and make the trip every 8 weeks or so to get my hair cut and 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 yeah, I have to like spend like an hour or so, an hour to get my hair cut, from start to finish. I'd rather just do it in like 15 minutes at home. See ya. Oh, no, even when it comes to like tech stuff, I'm very low maintenance in the sense that I don't need to have the newest MacBook. I don't need to have the newest gadgets. I have a 2012 MacBook Air, which you guys know already. I'm not in a rush to get a new computer. However, I will admit Cleo is aging. I can tell she's slowing down, and she's running out of. Yeah, she's getting. I feel like I'm exerting her a little too much right now, and I'm just using the internet and Microsoft Word, and yeah, it's. I don't know. I don't do intensive stuff at all. Like, if you consider watching YouTube videos to be intensive with maybe 10 tabs, so I might have to upgrade Clio or get a new Clio. Yeah. But I won't get a new MacBook, that's for sure. I will not get a brand new MacBook. I'll get a used MacBook. The worst thing to do is you have to talk to them when getting your hair cut. Oh gosh. I don't mind talking to my hairstylist. I love talking to my hairstylist. I'm quite a chatty person. But I know there are people out there who don't like getting their hair touched. They don't like dealing with buzzers, having people work with buzzers near their head. I hear that for kids as well. Some kids they get scared with buzzers, and there's actually a invention or a scissors called, I forgot what it's like, calming cuts or something like that, but it's basically scissors with a guard. So that way you can cut a child's hair and they don't hear that buzzing sounds. The funny thing is that I looked at the scissors and thought, man, that looks identical to Oreo's butt scissors. So I got Oreo these scissors called Scaredy Cuts. I think it was like $34 for like 8 guards plus one regular scissors. And yeah, it's thinking, okay, that's dual purpose. It can be used for kids and children. Yeah, Cleo's getting up there. I mean, she needs to get her keyboard replaced. You guys might have remember like over a month ago I said my numbers key wasn't working. I haven't gotten that fixed yet. So a lot of the times my numbers key doesn't work, so I have to copy and paste numbers. So like if I type 18 for instance, it won't show up, so I have to um, go and physically copy 1 and 8. It's irritating, but I know the store has a queue right now, and I don't want to. I'd rather have a customer go through that queue first than delay than cause some sort of delay. Yeah, because especially right now, a lot of people need their computers for work. It's very important. So that's why for me, I'm just thinking like, my computer hasn't been fixed like in, I think over a month. Over a month. I spoke to Lewis about it, I think yesterday. And I said, hey, let me know when you guys might have like a slower period so I can get my keyboard replaced. They do have USB. They do have USB, but I like using Clio. I mean, I like her keyboard. I am very loyal to my little MacBook, so I know I can use maybe like a wireless keyboard. But I'm like, no, I want to get my keyboard replaced. I love that. I love that computer and I love that keyboard. Even though it's giving me issues, I still really like that computer. I think because I've had it for close to 8 years now. Yes, 8 years. I got her in July 2012. Yeah. So close to 8 years now. Woke up every day and I see her, and yeah, I am I really love my computer. it's it's been my loyal companion, and I'm gonna. So that's why if I decide to get a new computer, I'm gonna be very, 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 very tempted to just go with another MacBook and say I love my MacBook very, very much. But I won't buy a new MacBook, like I've said. I've gotten the keyboard replaced before. So yeah, I've gotten the keyboard replaced before. Roman numeral. There's an idea. No, I won't do that to you guys. I really won't do that to you guys. If I have to type something to you guys, I'm not gonna be like, VII or something like that. You guys are so funny though. That is an idea, but I had to learn Roman numerals. I'm not very good with my Roman numerals. Like, I know what was it like that I and that X is what 9 is. I think was that it? Oh gosh, I'm so rusty on my Roman numerals. Yeah. People will be like, what is this? What are you telling us? Like, what is this? What is this XIIX thing? Oh, I have no idea what that is. Ooh, jeez. Okay, I was gonna say, what is that? 12 plus 10? Oh, hello there. Hello. Sometimes Clinton actually grooms Oreo or gives him like a little kiss. I've actually seen Clinton smell Oreo's butt, which is kind of strange because they're both males, but who knows? I've seen Blackberry groom Oreo a few times. Hello? Hello, Clinton. Oh, you. What is it? You have food. You have food, Clinton. Ah, it's position when you put small numbers in front of big enough to do the subtraction. Oh. Maybe he forgets who Oreo is. Yeah, I don't think he forgets who this guy is. I think XX is 20, yeah. Because X is 10, right? Brooke is sharing with us his thoughts of the Roman numerals, and I'll just leave it at that. Mm. Okay. I'm getting a refresher on Roman numerals that I completely forgot about for the longest time. It's like, look. Hello there, Clinton. What? What is it? Hello? Hello? Whoa. I'm reading that MDCCC. That's too long. That's too long. I'm gonna stick with just copying and pasting each number rather than doing that to you all. Oh, look how cuddly you are, Clinton. Are you nuzzling me, Clinton? Oh, you're such a sweetheart. Do you want a hug? What? You don't want a hug? You know, he's a cutie. Oh, Clinton. Come here. Can I give you a hug? Mwah. I know. It's kind of crazy to me that Clinton is getting up there in age. Jeez. He's so agile too. I don't know how old Oreo is compared to Clinton, but Clinton is really like a strong kitty. He's the opposite of Oreo. Oreo always just kind of stays stationary, and Clinton is moves around. Which reminds me, so Copaz, as you guys might be aware of, he asked if we could watch his kitty for a month. He's going to be going off to a foreign country with his parents, I think, for about a month, and Um, I don't think Lewis wants to keep a fourth cat over here, but we'll see what happens. We'll see. So the fourth, the cat that Kopaz has is actually a female, and I was telling Lewis that, hey, if you have a fourth cat here, it could be Orio's little mini girlfriend, because Oreo was a surprisingly single bachelor right now. Oreo, I know you're single. You are a single man. He's just waiting. He's just waiting to have a girlfriend, I think. Oreo. Oreo. So if we have another female cat here, I kind of wonder because Clinton is also single. Blackberry shows no romantic interest in Clinton or Oreo, which kind of surprises me. You would think that she would be either into one of them, but she's not. She's not into both of them. I mean, would you take the cute, cuddly Oreo, or would you take the buff Clinton? The buff, strong Clinton? Answer for her, neither. Yes, you. I think he wouldn't mind having his own female kitty around here. But yeah, if you bring another female kitty, you would have two guys fighting for that new female kitty, and I don't know if that would be good for the dynamics. No, they're not related. Blackberry and Clinton are not related. They're from two different parents, for sure. They're from two different areas. Yeah, Oreo would be very sad if he got along with this kitty and then his girlfriend had, or his, if this was turned out to be his little girlfriend, and if his girlfriend had to move back with Kopaz. So I don't know if I want to do that with Oreo or Clinton. It'll be a little heartbreak. Yeah, Oreo? Would you be interested, though? Would you be interested in having a new female kitty over here? I don't know. Aren't they fixed? Yes, all three cats are fixed. You can tell Oreo is fixed because if you look at his ear, it actually has a notch in one of them. Oreo, where's that notch? It's over here. You can kind of see it. Yeah, see that little cut over here? His little notch in his ear? Yeah. Clinton is fixed, Blackberry is fixed, but they don't have any notches in their ear. Lewis got them fixed when they were younger. He didn't want an army of black cats, it seems. Yeah, they notched the ear, so for TNR, trap, neuter, and release, people will catch the cats and then they'll get them neutered. And sometimes they clip the tip of the ear or they do this little notch. Hold on. Oreo, can I borrow your ear? You see that little notch over there? See? So they notch the left ear. He didn't want to make it. Oreo was a community cat. That's what I do know. I don't think so. I think he's definitely neutered. No, sometimes they clip the ear on the top, but sometimes they also do a notch like this. Like in Hawaii, I've seen cats with notches in their ear like that. Yeah, see, you can see the notch on his ear at this angle. It makes me wonder sometimes if Oreo had some kitties before he got fixed. I imagine if he had some kitties, they must be pretty sweet kitties. I mean, his demeanor is so sweet. Mm. Oh my goodness. Dushra, if you start sleeping about new Roman numerals, let us know. Someone has Roman numerals on their mind. I don't know. I've only seen like 2 stray cats. I've seen a stray cat behind the apartment, and it's a big stray cat. I don't know if it's a male or female, but that cat, from what I saw, looks like it could definitely, beat up Oreo. So there are stray cats around that I've seen. I don't know what would happen though if like a stray cat was to follow Lewis home, kind of like what Oreo did. Oreo was just you've seen that video most likely how Lewis met Oreo. I just wonder what he would do. Would he take the cat home? Would there be 4 cats, or what would there be? Fat cats are normally male. Yeah, I don't think having 3 males and 1 female would be a good idea. Yeah, Oreo's definitely not a feral cat. His microchip did register him to an address about 8 miles away. But gosh, I can't imagine like if there was like a 4th cat and it turned out to be like poopy butt like Oreo. Oh my gosh, so much cleaning, so much sheets. And yeah, I don't know. Like if there was like a 4th cat and it was a cuddly cat like Oreo, I mean those cats would fight with who sleeps between us because Oreo always wedges himself in between our 2 pillows. There's not a room for another cat in between that little sandwich, that cat sandwich. But I think 3 cats is a really good number. Oreo. Are you sleeping, Oreo? You might be sleeping. Turn the camera this side. Oh, yep, he looks tired, all right. Or of all the places you could sleep on your 2 cat beds, you can sleep on a memory foam rug, you can sleep on your toilet seat cover, you can sleep on the bed. He just wants to sleep on cardboard. Oh, you what? You heard me, Oreo. You heard me criticize his sleeping choice. Ah. Hello? Well, I'm gonna get going, you guys. I got some cleaning I need to do, but I just wanted to chat with you for a bit. And I hope whoever wants to cut their own hair, you should do it. You really should do it. And yeah, take some risks right now. Take some aesthetic risk. This is the perfect time to do painting if you want to do painting, sing if you want to sing, cut your hair, do your own nails, wash your own laundry. Yeah, no one's gonna judge in quarantine period. See ya. And stay safe, you guys. Stay safe.